because I'm certainly excited with all of you and all of your participation throughout yesterday's session. And, today is going to be absolutely amazing. Good morning, Lei Bing. Good morning, Susan. And how about the rest of you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Share with us within the chat. It's great to see all of you joining us live right now. Okay, so great. Let's see who else is coming into the room. All right, so welcome everybody once again to day 2 of the alignment weekend together with Scalendo, the 2026 alignment weekend with Scalendo. I see all the good mornings coming in the chat. Good morning, Buck, Anthony as well, Susan, Lei Bing. And, keep it lively within the chat, right? Greet each other. And as Simon has shared through yesterday's session, if you want to realize and really embody your best self, it is to really put yourself out there, especially when we have a community over here, right? Participate throughout the session so that we can see you, so that we can acknowledge you, and so that we can celebrate you as well. Because in 2026, how many of you want to be seen? Type in seen in the chat if you want to be seen in 2026. And by the way, for those of you who are joining us on the live stream, hey, join us in Zoom. The link is in the description or in the comments section, so you can join in on the fun and learning together. All right, so I see Dennis also saying good morning. Good morning, Dennis. Anthony saying seen from Chris. Susan, yes, we want to be seen in 2026. So in order to be seen in 2026, we have to actively participate. We have to actively show up and make some noise within the marketplace, right? To showcase who we are and to really highlight what is it that we can do and serve, just like what you have managed to do yesterday through yesterday's session, where you shared with us what are your goals for 2026, the actions that you will take, and the blockages that may be in the way, so that right now you are hyper focused and you know exactly what to address. How many of you feel more focused right now just by doing this exercise yesterday? Type in focus in the chat if you feel more focused. You know exactly what to do. You know the one thing that you need to focus on this year in order to help you achieve the goals that you want. Thank you, Chris, for saying focus. How about the rest of you? Are you getting more focused just by doing this exercise? I see Eileen as well. Focus. Okay, great to see all the focus coming into the chat. Yes, more focus. Okay, and the key thing is being able to hold each other accountable in this supportive community that we have here in Scalendo, and it's all made possible because of the participation, of the support, love, and support that you give. Because not only do we cover on topics of entrepreneurship, sales, marketing, automation, AI, but we also touch into the human aspect of it, be it in our personal development, be it in our leadership, be it in our relationship and beyond. Because in business, we are all in the people business. How many of you agree? Type in agree in the chat if we are all in the people business. It's great to learn all the techniques, all of the strategies, all of the tools, but if we do not have the human aspect to it, the heart within the business, then it's going to be very challenging for us to be in business, right? So good to see all of the agrees coming into the chat. Okay, and then I see, hey, not to worry, Dennis. Yes. Thank you for logging in, by the way, Dennis. Right, and so we are in today's session. Okay, today's session, the final session for the 2026 alignment weekend together with Scalendo. We have two choices for my segment, at least. Okay, I have just under an hour, and I've got two activities that I can share with you, but I only have time for one. Okay, time for one. And how many of you would like to decide together? Type in decide in the chat if you would like to decide together on the next activity that we will be doing together. Okay, I see Chris typing in decide. Okay, how about the rest of you? How many of you would like to be able to decide together? Okay, great. So if you'd like to decide together, head on over to our Canva over here, and I will be typing right at the bottom over here. What are some of your options, right? What are your options of exercises that we can do today? Okay, so vote here. Okay, what are the what exercise that you would like to do? Okay. So we've got exercise number 1, which is to help you assess and align the 8 key critical areas of your life. Okay. To help you assess and align the 8 critical areas of your life. Or number 2, okay, which was actually the game that I mentioned yesterday, which is to test your creative pitching, ideation, and pitching abilities via a game. Okay, so you have 2 choices over here. And what I like you to do is just, you can use the text tool over here to type in a 1 or a 1 next to the chat. So what you do is you just grab a heading over here, drag and drop, and then you type in, okay, in fact, I'll just start it off for you. Okay, so I'll just put a 1 over here so that y'all can continue on from it. Okay, are you able to double click on this, or just copy and paste, right? Just copy and paste or duplicate this once next to each of these votes. Okay, so right at the bottom over here, you can copy and paste, or you click this add a heading, and then you just type in 1 next to the chat over here, so that we know what you would like to go for. All right, and then if you can't find the 1 or whatsoever, hey, you'll find something else to just drag and drop into it. Okay, so I'll give you a quick minute. Okay, 1 quick minute to start voting, and your 1 minute starts right now. Okay, click on the text button over here. Yes, okay, I see the comments coming in already. All right. Okay, Himley would like the Canva link. Let me just copy and then paste over here. Okay, we got Anthony over here. Okay. How about the rest of you? Yes, I see Christopher also dragging and dropping. Okay, we've got Chup Y over here. Oh, giving a massive 1 over here. Okay, where are you going? Okay. All right, how about the rest of you? I see more votes coming in. Okay, I'll give you another 20 seconds. 20 seconds. All right, come in. Right, so yes, just drag and drop next to the option that you would like to do. Okay, so 20 seconds. 12 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, SH is asking, can have both. Cannot lie. We only have time for 1 today. All right. So not to worry. Maybe in another session, we'll cover the other part. Okay. So I see overwhelmingly, okay, that we have the vote for number 2 over here, right? To test your creative ideation and pitching abilities via game, right? All the ones next to it, right? Are we good with that? Type into the chat if we are good with that, because overwhelmingly that's where all the votes are coming in. All right. So goods coming into the chat. Okay. So how many of you agree that when it comes to building our 2026, we have massive dreams, we have massive goals, and we have massive, a lot of us have businesses that we want to grow and to build together. But the very key thing, one of the biggest challenges is to get people to buy from us, right? It can be pitching to investors, it can be pitching to the end customers, to corporate clients, decision makers, right? How many of you agree that that's one of the biggest challenges? Type in one into the chat if you agree that that is one of the biggest challenges. Right. And this game is going to be a very fun game, right? It is quite silly. Okay, it is quite silly, and it can take up to eight participants, right? But the rest of us, we can vote on it, and then we can learn through the process as well. Okay, and basically through this game, you will be able to identify, okay, what are the potential problems in the market, what's the solutions that you can bring onto the table, and then you will actually draw out, okay, and draw out what your solution could potentially look like. And at the end of the day, we as a community, we will actually vote on that. All right. So how many of you are ready for a bit of fun? Type in fun in the chat if you are ready for a bit of fun. And our game is called Patently Stupid. Okay, it is a very silly game, and then it is called Patently Stupid. And basically, with the whole premise of Patently Stupid, okay, as you can probably start hearing within the background over here. Okay, how many of you are able to hear the background sound? Type in one in the chat if you are able to hear the background sound. Okay, great. We are good. Okay, so this game is called Patently Stupid, and then this there will be up to 8 people that will be able to join in, to draw, to pitch, right, and then to be able to showcase to everybody. Okay, let me just raise the volume a bit. Okay, is this better? Type in better in the chat if this level of volume is better, while still being able to hear me, of course. Okay, type in better in the chat if you are able to hear it. Okay, great. Okay, so up to 8 people. So first come, first serve. Not to worry, you can still join in and vote through the process. Okay, so we will have 8 volunteers that will be able to join in on this, where you, if you manage to log in, you will be just pay attention to the instructions, and then we're just going to have a lot of fun throughout the process as well. Okay, and then you will have a choice. Okay, when it comes to presenting the problems or solutions, it will show you whether to present it yourself or to get the system to present for you. So because we are very short on time, we'll just allow the system to present for you, okay, when you're presented with the option. Okay, type in okay in the chat if we are clear so far, right? Even if you are not clear, you will figure it out when it comes up on your screen. Okay, so what I'd like you to do, okay, right now is, before I start this session, is head on over to this website over here. Okay, it is called jackbox.tv. Okay, it is called jackbox.tv. I will also share the link inside our Canva, okay, so that it is easier for you to access as well. Okay, and I will highlight this in red so that you can click on it. Okay, so jackbox.tv, you can click on it. Okay, and then what you can do is you can just start filling up your name over here, and then in the moment when the game starts, you will see that there is a 4-letter code. Okay, a 4-letter code. Okay, if you are in jackbox.tv, type in into the chat if you are in. Okay, so you can do this on the browser, you can do this on your phone while watching us as well. Okay, so okay, I see Chup Y is in. How about the rest of you? Chris is also in. Okay. Okay, what about the rest of you? Type in into the chat if you manage to go to jackbox.tv in your browser or on your phone, right? So that I know you are in. Okay, good question. What is the four-letter code? It will come up in a bit. It will come up in a bit. Okay, so good to see all the ins starting to come into the chat. So in a moment, you will see a four-letter code on your screen. Okay, I'm going to hit play over here. Okay, and this is your code, SVDO. Okay, SVDO is your code. SVDO is your code. 1, 2. Okay, we've got 2 people so far. RY, Chris joining us, Hisham joining us, Himli joining us, Chup Y joining us, Anthony joining us. Okay, we've got 2 more slots, 2 more slots. Okay, we've got Xiang Ho. Okay, not to worry, you will be able to join as an audience and then to play along as an investor. So pay attention right now.
Hello, welcome to the seminar. My name is Toby, and this is my ex-wife,
Lena. And together, we are about to change your lives.
That's right, Lena. We've got a packed room of 8. But more importantly, this room is packed with future millionaires.
Great! So now that the doors are securely locked, let's get down to brass tacks. How are we going to make you rich?
Simple, by unlocking your potential. The potential to invent. And as Lena said, the doors are securely locked. Kicking them can only injure you.
Now everybody knows the best inventions solve big problems.
And to identify those big problems, we'll need to do a little market research.
On your device, you're going to receive 2 fill-in-the-blank prompts. Type in anything at all.
And voila! You've created a problem.
Now your created problems get sent to the other attendees to inspire their creative masterpieces.
So let's get to it.
Okay, so complete the prompts that have been sent to your device right now for the 8 of you who are in. Fill it in, with something interesting, something out of the ordinary, or whatsoever. Whatever inspires you, just put it right in. And for the three of you who are in the audience, right, later on you will be able to vote, okay, to invest, so-called invest in these projects that the 8 of our participants over here will be sharing with us. And if you haven't joined in yet, you can still join in to be an investor, to be able to vote
We're
in the
halfway
process,
there.
right? Head on over to jackbox.tv. The code is at the bottom left of the screen. You will see over there. It's called SVO, okay, so that you can participate as well. You can still vote on the ideas. Okay, I see three of you are already ready. Okay, how about the rest of you? Okay, four already ready. 4 more. Okay, I see that you all are really cracking your heads on the problems that you want to bring
Time's
along.
running out.
Okay, right. 4 more. Come on, right? For the rest of you. Okay, 3 more. Last 3. Time's up.
Now look at your device. You've got somebody else's problems.
Been there.
Simply pick the one you want to solve.
Okay, so pick one of the problems that you want to solve right now that is on your screen.
We're halfway home.
Okay, we got 3 of you
Quit
so far.
dawdling. Time's almost up.
4 of you, just pick one. Don't overthink it. Here we go.
Fantastic. Now it's time to solve that problem.
That's right. This is the pivotal moment where you bring your designs to life using nothing but a pen and paper.
But we ran out of paper, so you'll have to use some cocktail napkins.
And it never hurts to use a little color.
Okay, so right now on your screen, you should be able to start drawing your inventions based on the problems that you're looking to solve that you just selected. Okay, you have the pen option and you have the highlighter option as well to draw and to illustrate what your invention is and how you are going to solve this problem, so that our community will be able to see it, and then you can sell it with the words that you will be filling up. Okay, so illustrate it as well as you can. I know that not all of us are good at drawing.
We're halfway home.
But this is the fun of it, okay? To see how is it that you can convey your message and to convince people to invest in you, to purchase your potential product, okay? We have 5 investors in the audience right now, okay? That's ready to vote on you alongside with all of your fellow peers. Also, if you haven't already, head on over to jackbox.tv.
Only a few seconds left to draw.
And key in the code SVDO so that you can be an investor and part of this process, okay?
You are all naturals.
I was just gonna say that. Okay, so now let's bring it all home. Give it a title.
And a snazzy tagline.
Something that makes people say, take all my money, take it right now.
Let's go.
Okay, so right now, write the title, the name of your invention, and then after that, you'll be able to key in your tagline. And it's your tagline that will sell this product, that will sell this solution that you have just come up with. Okay, so this is where we squeeze our brain juices, we are our creative brain juices, and then to see the power of words, how having the right name, how having the right title to go, subtitle to go along with it, okay, is able to sell, right? This applies to our copywriting, our headlines, sub-headlines, and whatsoever, okay? And
you should be halfway done.
And it will help us become even more sharper when it comes to pitching our solutions. So 7 more of you, key it in, okay? We are just under the halfway mark, okay? We've got more investors coming into the audience. We've got 6, 7 right now. Jackbox.tv, the code is SVDO if you would like to join in and vote along the way, okay?
Not to rush you, but the clock's a-ticking.
Clock's ticking. 5 more of you.
Great! Now, each of you will present your creation with our amazing presentation tool.
Really sell yourself, too. This is no time to be shy.
Exactly. Now, let's see those inventions.
Okay, so click on the Present For Me button. Okay, just click on the Present For Me button.
Stand clear and watch us work. Hey, Tobes, seems as if you have a problem.
I sure do, Lena. I long for the days of this.
Well, I think I've got just the right solution. It's just a little thing called...
Oh, yeah, that sounds great. But what does it look like?
Take a look for yourself.
Picasso couldn't have drawn it better himself.
And that's how it's done, everybody.
Okay, so we've just got pitched the unflyable kite. Now, RY, just pick Present For Me.
I'm constantly plugging leaks in my this.
Well, I've got the fix. It's called...
I'm with you. Let's see it.
Ready? Take a look.
Ooh.
And scene.
Okay, very intentional. All right, okay, Anthony. Select Present For Me on your device right now.
I want to do this, but in a safe manner.
Well, I've got a plate full of fixins for you. I'd like to call it...
Show me more.
Take a look. You don't get that in Quiplash.
This looks great, Lena, but without a tagline, I'm afraid I just won't remember it.
Not to worry, my easily influenced friend. Soon every billboard will read this.
I'll buy 5.
It's truly special.
And scene.
IoT fridge monitor for taming lions? Okay, let's move on from Sham. pick the present for me option.
I'm just so disgusted by this.
Well, I've got the fix. I call it.
Let's see that drawing.
Take a look-see. Take that, haters.
Now stick the landing with a tagline.
Here we go. And that's how it's done, everybody.
Very clear cut. Okay. And then Hisham. Let's select present for me.
I'm struggling to grasp this.
Well, I've got a solution. Just call it.
Make my eye holes happy already.
Let me show you.
Ah, that's nice.
Wowee. I just want this to be over, so show me that tagline.
Awesome. I
Get
see a
ready.
dollar sign over there.
And scene.
AI Guru from A to Z business. Nice. Okay, select the present for me option.
My friends don't have any time for me now that they're all into this.
Well, I've got you covered. It's simply called.
Art me up already.
Well, take a look, silly.
Ah, and scene.
All right, a laundry helper. Okay, nice. Let's see from Chipboy. Select the present for me option.
I have a crippling fear of choking on this.
That's going around. But there's a solution. It's called.
That's it? I mean, yay!
Well, looky here.
That looks great.
And that's how it's done, everybody.
Okay, focus on one idea. Okay, your whatchamacallit. Okay, so I think you did not have enough time. Okay. Problem. Focus on one problem. Okay.
I just want to know more about this.
Then I've got the perfect solution. I call it.
I'm geeking out. Let's see it.
Take a gander.
Neato. Now slap a tagline on it.
Then take a gander here. And scene.
The space is the limit to greatness with a rocket ship. Nice one, Imley.
Great job, everyone. Now, each of you has been given some money tokens. Give your largest chip to your favorite invention, your second largest to your second favorite, and so on. And those of you in the audience get a chip to invest too.
Now let's make some money.
Okay, so now it's up to us to vote right now. Okay, so all of us will be able to vote. Okay. So pick your favorite invention first, then your second, then your third, fourth, so on and so forth. Okay. Okay. So I will be voting as well. You know, click accordingly to what you like. Okay. Right now is picking your favorite invention.
That's half your time.
Let's get a move on. Time's almost up. Great. Now let's see which inventions got people excited.
You'll need to acquire $1,200 in capital to not only fund your invention, but also net yourself a $500 funding bonus.
Invest in a successful invention and get double your money back. But if it fails, they keep your cash.
Let's see how you did.
So sad.
Almost.
Oh, too bad. Nice.
Very nice.
Close, but no cigar.
Sorry, Charlie.
Illustration is very important.
Ka-ching. Maybe next time.
Ooh, a swing and a miss. That's it.
All right, and we're
Okay,
narrowed
for
down
the
to 4.
final round, let's switch it up a bit.
Instead of solving different problems, you'll all tackle the same problem. Oh.
We're going to give you more money to invest, but now there's a higher funding bar to clear. Good luck! And who should choose that final problem? How about you? Simply select the problem you want everyone to solve.
Okay, Hisham, you have been tasked to select the problem that every one of your peers will be solving right now. It should be popping up on your screen, so select the one problem that everyone will be solving together. And by the way,
No hurry, but that's half your time.
and by the way, you should
Good
be able to do
choice.
more.
Okay, you know what's next. Let's draw.
Okay, so let's do better this time round, all right? You should be familiar with this right now. Okay, so illustrate. As you can see, one of the key things is that illustration is very, very important to showcase. Rather than just using text, leverage off the ability to draw, to showcase, right? To the best of your ability. It can be silly as well, it can be fun, right? But the most important thing is that it grabs people's attention. Okay, so allow your creative juices to flow. And if you didn't manage to get past the first round, not to worry. This is what the final round is all
We're
about.
halfway
To keep
there.
going. Okay, we're halfway there. Remember to use the highlighter as well to give it some color to your drawing, if it's available.
Uh-oh, drawing time's almost done. Okay, let's make those titles and taglines.
Okay, think like a marketer, think like a copywriter. It doesn't have to be serious, it can be fun, right? Because the goal is to capture people's attention and then to win over your audience. Okay, remember who is your audience, how can you get them to vote for your invention? It comes to your title and your sub-headline as well. How is it that you describe it in a way that it's fun? Okay.
We're halfway there.
Okay, two more.
Tick-tock, time's running out.
Okay, one final one. Really allowing your brain juices, your creative juices to flow.
Okay, this is your last chance to impress, so don't hold anything back.
Okay, select the pitch for me option.
I feel naked when I don't have this.
Well, I've got a solution. I'd like to call it
I'm excited already. Let's see it.
Take a Look.
Whoa. Now don't screw it up with some lame tagline.
Let's see it.
And scene.
Transform your solo entrepreneurship with automation workflow. Nice, okay. All right, we have Chris.
I feel naked when I don't have this.
Well, I've got just the thing. Just call it.
I gotta see this.
Well, take a look, silly. Pretty cool, huh?
But I'll be angry if it doesn't have a great tagline.
Here it is. And that's how it's done, everybody.
Free money and easy money from Chris to get more. All right. Next, Himley.
I feel naked when I don't have this.
Well, I've got the solution. It's simply called
What's it look like?
Take a Look-see.
Whoa, that's amazing. Does it have a tagline?
Ready, Freddy? And scene.
That is very interesting and entertaining. Okay, fat to success. All right. Hisham, sharing with us. Please choose an option. Okay.
I feel naked when I don't have this.
Then I've got something for you. I call it.
My prayers have been answered, but what's it look like?
Let me show you. Peep that, Toads.
All it needs is a tagline.
Well, you're in luck. And that's how it's done, everybody.
Double your time. You have more than 24 hours a day. I would love that. All right. What's next? We got Sham. Select the present for me.
I feel naked when I don't have this.
Well, I've got a plate full of fixins for you. I like to call it.
You've got my interest tingling.
Well, looky here.
Look at that. Bring it home with a tagline.
Nice, bringing
Then
in the
take a
colors.
gander here.
And scene.
Your network is your net worth. Connect more. Nice. Okay, we have Chupwai. Select the present for me option.
I feel naked when I don't have this.
Well, I've got a solution. It's called...
Show me those sweet art skills.
Ready? Take a look.
That's a humdinger.
And that's how it's done, everybody.
The next big thing, AI. Okay.
I feel naked when I don't have this.
Well, I've got just the thing. It's simply called...
Don't keep my eyes waiting.
Take a look-see.
Well, slap my butt. Call me
Okay, a black
Cornelius.
hole.
Now show me that
Okay.
sweet, sweet tagline.
Here it is. And scene.
Personal black hole wear our ring and activate at your will. Wow, while sucking in the universe and Earth along with it. Okay, interesting. Okay, Xiang Ho, next.
I feel naked when I don't have this.
Then I've got the perfect solution. I call it...
Let's get artsy fartsy.
Take a gander.
It's perfect. Now let's see that drawing. I mean tagline.
Let's see it. And that's how it's done, everybody.
Nice. Doing together is more fun. Duplicating ourselves. Nice one.
All right, gang. Now it's time to pick your favorites, but let's raise the stakes, shall we? We're going to give you more money to invest, but now there's a higher funding bar to clear. Good luck.
Okay. Investors, it's time to invest. Look at your screen right now and select your favorite invention. Which one is it? Is it unlimited space with the black hole, free money, $, doubling up your time? And who says fat is bad? The next big thing, AI, automation, workflow, duplicate me, or connect more with the colors over there. All right, so let's see
We're
what is
halfway
your
home.
favorite option or your favorite pitch. Vote, vote, vote. Even if you are an inventor, you can
Not
vote
to
as
rush you,
well.
but the clock's a ticking.
There's 3 of you who can still vote as well.
Good job. Way to go.
Lots of people like free money.
So sad.
Ooh, almost cleared the bar.
Ooh, a swing and a miss.
Almost.
Close, but no
Who says
cigar.
fat is bad? Okay.
Oh, too bad.
Ah, the black hole idea.
Sorry, Charlie. Maybe next time. That's it.
And here are the rankings. Hisham, let's give a round of applause to
Congratulations,
Hisham, by the
you
way.
clearly have the gift of invention.
Now for some bad news. You might have missed the print on the flyer that grants us the rights to any and all inventions created here today.
Yeah, it was on the back. Sorry.
But Thanks for making us rich.
See ya.
Patently stupid. That's what they say.
All right. So congratulations to Hisham and all of you who have participated. And by the way, type in awesome in the chat if that was an awesome exercise that we just ran together as a community, right? Awesome. Okay, and not to worry if you participated and then you felt that I didn't quite meet the bar or hit the bar or your expectations. Okay, and this is what our community and all of these exercises and games is all about, to be able to learn through the process while being able to have fun as well, right? And how many of you had fun? Type in fun in the chat if you had fun through the process. And what I like you to do, okay, is to really through all of this fun, okay, there are some key lessons that we can bring out from this session, right? And then Nick saying, fun, we should play this more often, right? How many of you would like to play more of this maybe in future sessions? Type in more in the chat if you'd like to play more of this or maybe other games as well. Okay, great to see all of the mores coming into the chat. Okay, so we will definitely look at different ways to be able to incorporate games, different exercises to help you learn and to put the lessons that you have learned through our community and to put it into action as well, right? As he's sharing with us, hi Ching, some results were unexpected anyway. To summarize the results again, good for realization and awareness. Thanks. Yes. Okay. So what I like every single one of us to do, okay, is to head on over to the Canva board right now and then to share with us over here. Okay, I'll just share my screen over here. Okay, and then share with us just under the vote here section. Okay, what are your key learnings? 1 to 3 key learnings from this pitching exercise or pitching game, right? What are the key things that you learned from this? And then in order to share your learnings, right, just drag and drop a post-it note, okay, clicking on the elements and then selecting post-its and then just drag and drop, okay, just drag and drop. Okay, then just make sure to have your name within it so that we can acknowledge you and we know where the feedback is coming from. Okay, so I'll give you a quick 5 minutes to 3 minutes in order to fill in your key learnings, and then we will be reviewing and learning together. Okay, and then if you participated as an investor, as part of the audience, share as well. Okay, because we would love to hear from you. What are your key learnings also? All right, so just drag and drop, okay, and then share with us what are your key learnings. Your 3 minutes starts right now.
Click by click, the dream ignites. From late night sparks to morning lights, ideas flow, the vision grows. Scalendo's path where courage shows. No more waiting, no more doubt. Your voice is strong, let's sing it loud. From zero start to empire flame, Scalendo calls you on the game. Scalendo, we
Okay, let's see what are some of your key learnings that you have gotten from this session. Okay, SH sharing with us, the clear and systematic process can be applied with some modification. Yes, even though this is a game that we play, okay, how many of you realize that there was a system behind it as well? Okay, and then the key system that was written out over here. Okay, it is first you have your problem, then you have your solution. Okay, then you need to have a headline or title, followed by a tagline. Okay, tagline, or in our marketing terms, we call it a sub headline. Okay, and on top of it all, to tie it all together, is an image to bring it all together. Okay, so this is a framework. Okay, a pitching framework that you can model, and you can see, okay, live in person to see its effectiveness. Okay, you see why is it that some people manage to get funding, why some others did not manage to get as much funding. Okay, because of these key differences over here. Okay, and figuring out, okay, how is it that you can apply this pitching framework within whatever that you have to offer as well. Okay, so the clear systemic process, my understanding of what market expected was different. Yes, SH, right? Because how many of you recognize that knowing your audience is very, very important? Type into the chat if you think that knowing your audience is important. Type in important in the chat if you recognize that knowing your audience is important. Because regardless of whether it's a game or whether it's the real market, you need to be in tune with who is listening to you right now. Okay, like for example, we came here together over the weekend, and then to learn from one another, maybe to have fun, right? So maybe you may be thinking, oh, okay, if my audience over here is looking for fun and entertainment, what is the twist in my pitch that can capture their attention and get them to vote for me, to stand out from the rest? What is it that I can illustrate and to showcase, to say, hey, to really create that impact, so that when it comes to a wall of voting, right, we've got eight different inventions out there, people are able to be drawn to my image. They remember my pitch just from the image itself, other than the headline or the tagline. So knowing your audience is important. Okay, so through these sorts of exercises, I hope that you start experiencing, okay, to see, okay, right, how is it that you can think faster on your feet as well? Okay, working on your elevator pitches, adapting to your audience and the person that is sitting right in front of you. So great sharing, Saihab. And then how our ideas and presentation can influence demand. Yes, because when it comes to marketing, when it comes to pitching and presentation, we can affect demand. We can influence demand. And how many of you agree that, hey, pitching is very, very powerful? Type in powerful in the chat if you agree that pitching is very, very powerful. Even when people may not be aware, right, of the problem that they're facing or whatsoever, when you're able to pitch effectively, you are able to bring the pain into their awareness, and then to be able to craft out solutions for them, right, and potentially generate their interest. Because when it comes to pitching to investors are very busy, especially professional investors. They hear pitches all the time. Okay, and this is probably like a real life case scenario. You probably have just 30 seconds or so to pitch your idea, and the question is, how is it that you can pitch it in a way that influences the demand, that the investors is able to appreciate and to relate to it as well in a very vivid manner. Okay, so good to see all the powerfuls coming in the chat. Himni sharing with us, ideation should be fun. Yes, it should be fun. And when it comes to ideation, Okay, if we are not having fun through the process, then most likely when it comes to our audience, they are being bored as well. Okay, they are being bored as well. If we are not having fun through our own process, high likelihood, especially when it comes to creatives, presenting, okay, high likelihood our audience will be bored as well. So ideation should be fun. When you're ideating, especially at the beginning, right? It's being able to let your ideas flow and not and then later on only filtering it out. Okay, ideation should be creative with no rules or boundaries. Exactly, right? And then no idea is a stupid idea. Yes, no idea is a stupid idea. We have to be able to allow ourselves to flow with our ideas and to later on only filter it out. And one of the best ways to filter it out is actually bring it to the market and let the market decide. Okay, just like how over here, I let you vote on what is it that you want to do next. I let the market, I let the audience, I let you decide on what you want. And then at the end of the day, you got what you wanted. You had a lot of fun out of it. And you are part of the process. So figure out how is it that you can bring your actual target market and audience into the process of your business ideation and business validation, because validation is the key. Okay, are people willing to vote for you? Are people willing to put their money down for your idea, your product, or your service? Okay, that is the key validation point, rather than being just stuck in our minds with our ideas and not daring to bring it into the market. So thanks for sharing with us, Himli, and Hisham sharing with us. Learn the full process from idea generation to funding. Excellent. Okay. To more minds lead to better ideas. Yes. And the caveat over here. Okay. More minds in the right environment with the proper facilitation, okay, will generate better ideas. Because if you have various voices, various ideas, okay, but there's no single individual, or if you're not in the right context, then it'll just lead to confusion and people just don't know what to do, what to do next. They get into decision paralysis, right? Analysis paralysis, too many options, no filters, don't know what to do next. So, to take it to the next level is in the right context with the right facilitation, you can bring out brilliant ideas, okay? And then use AI to support and enhance pitching. Excellent, okay? Great that you, within that very short period of time, you managed to find ways to use AI to enhance your pitch as well, okay? To enhance your pitch. And by the way, okay, this is the an actual test and representation of the market, right? Maybe some of you may be playing the game where it's purely through your thoughts, okay? And then some of you are leveraging off AI. Hey, this is a marketplace, okay? Your competitors are using AI. And the question is, can you integrate AI within your process, right? Within a short period of time as well. So great Hisham, right? Which I believe was the champion, right? And then Chup Y sharing with us, speed is important. Clarity of the yes, speed is important. When you are limited in time, right? How are you actively thinking on your feet, right? And then are you panicking, or you be like, oh no, I'm blanking out. Okay, and having clarity of the problem is important so that you can describe your problem, or come up with a solution where it clearly shows how it solves the problem. And then simplicity, no need to be complicated. Yes, you only have 30 seconds or so to pitch. If your idea is too complicated, right, it's very hard to understand within 30 seconds, okay? So how is it? Here's a tip. When it comes to simplifying your idea, think to yourself, how is it that I can bring this up a higher level, right? A bigger picture sort of a problem solving, so that I don't get stuck within the details. Okay, so great sharing, Trip Y. Shump sharing with us, think on the feet fast. Yes, no limit to creativity and ideas when time is limited. Yes, just allow our ideas to flow. Okay, visuals, headline, and subheader is very, very important. Okay, this applies to our social media posts. This applies to our landing pages. This applies to our ads, so on and so forth. How do you present yourself in a compelling manner, right, with all of these key areas? And Anthony sharing with us how to bring idea to fruition, give it a title, tagline, and just pitch it for funding. Okay, you may not have so-called succeeded in this round so far, but the beauty of being in business is that as long as you keep going, you can have multiple rounds over and over and over again. You can keep pitching, you can keep improving along the way, right? And how many of you are finding yourself improving by being part of our community? Type in improving in the chat if you find yourself improving being part of our community. And this is why with our community, it's all about being the long term. Okay, just because you may not have succeeded at the moment, right, temporarily, doesn't mean that you won't succeed in the future. As long as you continue improving yourself, improving your pitch, improving your approach, you will eventually succeed. Okay, so this is the game of life and business. Just keep going, keep giving yourself a chance. Okay, good tagline for your idea is important. Clear, impactful visual with solution for your tagline. Okay, and then I say, Christopher sharing with us, what the market wants is not what I want. Wow, this is a very, very powerful insight. Okay, many of us think that when it comes to marketing, it's all about, oh, what I want, what I want, what I want. Okay, from my own experience, from what I know. But we don't know what we don't know. We don't know what the market wants until we actually go out there, speak to our audience, and to actually pitch to them and to see whether they actually buy into our idea. And the truth is that even for us, experienced speakers, experienced marketers, we go through the same process over and over again. When coming up with new ideas, or if the market has shifted, we need to test ideas. Yes, we fail through the process as well, but we keep moving forward and we keep improving, right? Simple and precise will catch people's attention, and overthinking often makes it worse, right? How many of you are overthinkers? Type in over in the chat if you are an overthinker as well, okay? Right? So hey, I'm sure many of us are overthinkers. So see how is it that we can simplify our thoughts, our processes, so that we can simplify our pitch, and make it fun for our audience. Okay, and then I see Johan also sharing with us, money works in marketing. Yes, money attracts people's attention, right? The whole free money concept, we saw a couple of votes going into it. Matching image is very helpful. Have fun through the process. Let your audience have fun, especially in the social media world. People want to be entertained. People want to have fun. They don't just want a dry pitch. And Michelle sharing with us, pitching message must be clear and simple. Picture speaks 1,000 words, and speaking to the right audience. Yes, speaking to the right audience is very, very important. What you have to present may not be applicable to the audience, and it's really finding out how is it that you can pitch better. Okay, and then over here we've got a contribution. I don't know by whom, but it says, number one, be clear in your pitch. Number two, invent something useful or that solves a pain point. And number three, to keep it simple. Okay, and what a wonderful way to end this segment. Okay, is to keep things simple. Sometimes we overcomplicate things because of our own insecurity. Okay, I want you to write this down. Sometimes we overcomplicate things because our own insecurity, where we think, oh, is this impressive enough? Oh, do I need to add this on, add that on to convey my message, right? And know that sometimes that is your insecurity speaking, because you think that whatever you have, whatever simple thing that you have is not good enough. But in actual fact, it could be enough, right? And it probably will be enough, as exemplified through our games and our process over here. All right. So how many of you have gained a lot of insights from the sharing? Type in the one in the chat if you've gained a lot of insights from this game, from this sharing from one another. Okay, great to see all of the ones coming in the chat. And this is the importance of participating together with us within our community, right? And to essentially help you align in 2026. The more you participate, the more you show up within our community, the more fun we have, while at the same time we learn, and you can potentially earn through the process as you start applying these strategies and learnings with one another. Okay, so it's great facilitating this session with all of you. It's actually my first time bringing this game out, so you are our pioneering group. So so stick around. In the future we'll probably have more of this, since everybody has had fun with this and you all are asking for more. And how many of you are ready, right, to really step into your future self? Type in ready in the chat if you're ready to step into your future powerful self in 2026. Okay, awesome. Great to see all of the readies coming into the chat, because in a moment, Simon will be coming back up to share with you how is it that you can realize and manifest your best self in 2026, continuing on to what he shared right in yesterday's session on the next version of you. Maybe you are at version 1.0, 2.0 right now, but this year is your time to upgrade. So without further ado, let's give a warm round of virtual applause to Simon Leung.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ching Yu. Hey, let's give yourselves a huge round of applause, because that was really a tremendous session. Don't you think so? I thought that it was entertaining. I thought that it was a lot of fun, very different from what we're used to. So with that, what a great way, isn't it, to move beyond the past and go on into the future. So now let's continue on with that next version of yourself. Welcome back to our 2026 alignment. And today we're going to be turning your vision into momentum. This is your simple path forward. This is what you need to do next. And just out of curiosity, let me know inside of the comments, were you here with us yesterday? If you were, type in the number 1 inside of the chat. If somehow you missed out, type in the number 2. And if yesterday stirred something within you, and even if today, so far during the game itself, that also stirred something within you as well, it excited you, it motivated you, it spoke to you, share with us inside of the chat your biggest takeaway so far. Because I want to start today by slowing down for just a moment. I want to start today and really move into what we want to wrap up with you, hopefully, within the next hour or so. Because up until now, very unlike many of the traditional live events or webinars or trainings that you might see, you see, these 2 days is not about hype. It's not about pressure. It wasn't about adding more to your plate to think more about what it is that you need to do. If you recall, a big part of what we talked about yesterday was identity, right? Identity. What is it that you want to become? Who is it that you are now? You see, these 2 days is about asking yourself some very honest questions that we don't normally make time for. So before we actually move forward, let me ask you something. And I really want you to think about this. After yesterday and after the morning session with Ching Yu, what stayed with you? Especially after both sessions yesterday, what was it that stayed with you for the rest of the day? I mean, was it realization? Was it a little bit of discomfort, knowing that, oh, I need to get out of my comfort zone? Or was it maybe even a little bit sense of excitement, or perhaps a little bit of fear? I mean, here's the thing. I mean, you don't need to answer out loud. You don't need to answer even in the comments, just like what we talked about yesterday. The answer is between you and you. But of course, if you do want to share with us, we would be more than happy to indulge. I mean, SH is saying, finding out the true me. Who am I? Jackie Chan style, right? Who am I? Who am I really? And it's not like the movie where he forgot who he was. He had amnesia, but now we're trying to really deep down try and figure out who we are destined to become. What is it that we need to do this year in order for us to become that person that is imminent in our future, right? Chris and Susan both saying clarity. And that is because here's why all of this matters. This is why we're talking about that next version of you. This is why we're talking about even momentum. It's because real goal setting does not start with simply writing goals. That's what we do all the time, right? Every single time that we're talking about, hey, what are your goals for this year? Or what's your goal for the new year? Or what's your goal for next year? We're always just simply writing down goals. But writing down goals doesn't do anything. That's not where it starts. It starts when something inside you actually shifts. And if something shifted for you yesterday, even slightly, that means that you're already moving. It means that you're already starting to think ahead. And yes, that is where it starts. You see, 2026 is not going to be built by motivation alone. No one year is going to be built by motivation alone. I mean, every single year we start off motivated, right? We're like, this is it. This is going to be our year. And granted, there's a whole bunch of stuff that we cannot control that are out of our hands. But at the end of the night, that motivation, whether it sticks with you or whether that fades, that is your choice to make. So, because motivation alone is not going to build your year, it's not going to generate your results, write these down. 2026 is going to be built by, number one, decisions. What decisions are you going to make? What choices are you going to invest in? Are you going to make the choice to invest in yourself, or are you going to make the choice to not invest in yourself? Because either you take action or not, that is a choice. Number two, belief. And we talked about all of this yesterday, right? Whether it's your own belief in yourself, whether it's borrowed belief, whether it's the fact that we believe in you more than you probably believe in yourself right now, because we've been there. We've done that. We know that anyone who follows the process, who follows the formula, who follows what we shared, you will absolutely get results. We believe in your results even before you actually see it. So that borrowed belief is where it starts. This year is going to happen for you when you have that belief ultimately in yourself, but that's not enough. You see, you can make the decision to join us at the Scalendo Bootcamp. You can make the decision to sign up for Scalendo. You can make the decision to use Scalendo for the next year through 2026. But if you don't believe that you can do it, and if you do not follow through, you don't implement, you don't keep that promise that you make for yourself, then nothing is going to happen. And that is why today, yes, today, it's all about momentum. Write that down. That's why we're turning your vision into momentum. You're here because you have that vision, right? You're here because you see a glimpse of that future. You're here because you want that to be a part of your future as well. And that's why we need to turn that vision into true momentum so that it actually happens for you. And yesterday was all about seeing yourself differently. It was all about trying to identify a version of yourself that you don't know yet, but exists. It exists within you. It exists within your future. It's there already waiting for us. It's waiting for you. Today is about acting differently to be able to find that next version, to achieve that next version without overwhelm, without pressure, and without stressing ourselves out over and over again. And a quick interaction here, because I would love to see your responses. Just based off of what we talked about yesterday, and yeah, we talked about things that may have been promised and it was never delivered, promises that we made to ourselves, and somehow, some way, we couldn't achieve it, but we never really acknowledged it. We never really recognized it as a fact. So I'm curious to know, and let's be honest, who here has ever set a goal and felt excited? You're like, I'm gonna do it, and then slowly drifted away, slowly forgot about it, and slowly just never followed through. Just like Rylan and just like Johan, type in me inside of the chat. I mean, how many of us, we start a new project, we start a new program, we join a new mastermind, getting excited about it and saying, yes, this is going to be absolutely awesome. And a few months in, several months in, we throw in the towel. We give up. We excuse ourselves from the opportunities. We say that we don't want to be a part of this program anymore. We unsubscribe. We leave the team. And we decide that we are going to go off onto the next big thing. How many of us are responsible for that, right? Such as me, too much noise and really just too many distractions. And that's the major problem, right? The grass is always greener on the other side, isn't it? There's always much bigger and better opportunities. But do you realize, have you noticed what happened every time you decided to quit and do something else? You start over, don't you? You lost the momentum. All that momentum that you gained during all that time, all those months, maybe even all those years that you were a part of something even bigger. Now you're starting over. Now you're like, okay, so it's great that I'm starting anew, but what's next? Why would you want to throw in the towel and lose all that progress for the sake of starting all over again? Because at the end of the night, that's always the truth, isn't it? And I'm glad many of us are honest here, because the truth is that's most of us. And that's why today matters. Today matters, number one, because we want this to possibly be that last community that makes a big difference for you. Maybe not the last community that you'll ever join. People come, people go, you find bigger and better things, and that's okay. But know and understand that when you join the next big thing, we will be starting over yet again. Just as long as you're sure and you're okay with starting over and losing progress, completely losing all the momentum, then all the best to you. But if you're joining us here and you haven't had the opportunity just yet, I want to invite you, take a look inside of the comments, inside the chat, go to facebook.com/groups/Scalendo and join this brand new community that we have built just for you. Because this is where the magic is going to happen. This is new, by the way, so we don't have too many members. We don't have too many things going on. But as you can see, things are already starting to happen. I mean, we just shared the live stream in case you missed it yesterday, or in case somehow, some way, you want to watch it again because you missed bits and pieces, or you just want to watch it again and refresh your memory, inside of this group is where you'll be able to find it, because this is, as you can see, shared right here inside of this actual community itself. And if you want to be here to share your success stories, to say how you took action and share your results, just like some of our fellow members over here, then of course, we invite you to do just that. We share with you different videos, different invitations, different live events, bonus sessions. A lot of the cool things actually happen right over here. And speaking of the different videos and different things that you might see right over here, we invited you yesterday because we went into a little bit deeper on the different strategies that we would take in order for us to go to the next level and all that great stuff, right? We're not going to go into that here today, at least not here right now, because we have less than another 45 minutes or so to wrap everything up with you so that you are on your way to creating that next best version of yourself. But if you do want to make sure that you are all caught up in any future live sessions where we do share more, definitely join us inside of the Scalendo Facebook group. That's where all the announcements and updates are going to happen. And again, that's why today matters. And that's why you are here, because drifting, just like how all of us, and by the way, I should as well also throw my name in there, because that happens to me as well. That happens to the best of us, drifting away from our goals and saying that was maybe a little bit too much, and we kind of lose sight of that. It doesn't mean that we are broken. It usually means that the reason why that happens is we simply didn't have the support, or maybe we didn't have the systems, or maybe we didn't have the right structure. Maybe we put on a little bit too much on our plates and didn't realize that all of that can happen as well, being a little bit over aggressive in our goals. Here's something that I want you to really, really listen to. Like, hear this and know this, engrave this into your mind. If you're here right now and you're seeing the successes of others, you know that other people are getting results, and you're asking yourself, hey, what is it that I am really supposed to be doing right here, right now? I mean, how many of you, again, let's be honest, are thinking that? What am I missing? Why am I so slow? How come I'm not there yet like other people? I mean, let's be honest. Type in the number 1 if you think that sometimes. You see, the good news, and this is the cold, hard truth, everything happens for a reason. The universe always plans things in a timely manner. If you're not there yet, it means that it wasn't destined to be there for you, and you're not destined to be ready for that just yet. But you're here now. It means that you're possibly ready for that next step. Write this down. You are not behind. You didn't miss your chance. In fact, you have many chances right here, right now, right? We still have the Scalendo community that you just joined. We still have the Scalendo bootcamp that is coming up in just a couple months' time. And if you haven't already, you can still join us within the parts of the Scalendo software. You can still sign up for that, right? You can still sign up for Side Hustle Studio. You can still sign up for Complete AI. You can still sign up for AI SEO. That's all still there. You didn't miss your chance. And nothing, and I mean nothing, about your past disqualifies you from your future. If anything, everything that you've been through makes you more qualified than anyone else, because only you have been through what you've been through, right? Only you have the experience that you have. Only you have done what you've done. Nobody can answer the questions that you know better than you. So yes, not only are you qualified, you are overqualified for whatever goal that is destined for you. And the fact that you're either here again, or here for the first time for day number 2, it tells me something. It tells me something that's important about you. It tells me that you are still in the game. So when Ching says, hey, we're going to keep you accountable, when we say that we are your accountability partners, we mean it. Today, I want you to stay open, not perfect, not confident, not like I am ready to take action, just open. Open to taking action, because momentum, it doesn't come from knowing everything. Momentum comes from making that first commitment to move one step at a time. Write that down, one step at a time. Now, before we actually go any further, I want to invite you to do something tangible that you can actually take away with you even after this event is over. Because the last thing that we want is for this to be just another session that may or may not make an impact in your life. You're going to forget about it. You're going to forget everything that we share with you. You're going to forget about the motivation that you're feeling right now. Before we take you to that next level, do yourself a favor if you haven't already. Grab a notebook, grab a piece of paper, or open your notes app on your computer if that is your preferred way of doing it. And I want you to write this at the top of that page. If 2026 went right, ... Not right as in the right wing or the left wing. We're not going into politics here, but if we do go into politics, that is a whole new different animal. I mean, that is the worst thing that we can get into right now. All we know is the world is in turmoil, isn't it? Crazy things are happening out there. There are so many factors of life, of reality, of society that we cannot control. But as they say, don't worry about the things that you cannot control, because you cannot control it. On the other hand, don't worry about the things that you can control, because you can control it, right? So let's not talk about all the crazy, insane, ridiculous things that's happening in the world today. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I mean, check out US news. Like it's nuts. It makes no sense what's happening in the world right now. But I want you to focus on what you can control. When you have that piece of paper and you're writing this in front of you, I want to give you a few minutes right here, right now, before we begin, to finish this sentence. Finish this sentence without censoring yourself. If 2026 went right, what would be different about your life? I mean, would it be your confidence? Would it be your income? Would it be your peace of mind? Would it be more time with your family? What is it that you want to accomplish, so much so that by the time 2026 is over and you look back on that piece of paper that you're writing on right now, that you can say, my 2026 went spectacularly. It went exactly the way that I wanted it to. It went exactly the way that I had planned on this piece of paper that you're writing on right now. Don't worry about the how. Just write what you want. If 2026 went right, and then finish that sentence. Fill in the blank. Let's spend about 2 to 3 minutes to write this. It's between you and you. Remember that. I'll give you that space. Be honest with yourself, because this is going to make or break your future. 2 to 3 minutes. 2026 went just right for you, what is that going to look like? Write what you want to achieve. Actual, tangible achievements. What will you focus on? What are your results? Again, don't worry about the how. Don't worry about the why. Don't worry about the who. What? What will that look like? And when you're done, finish that up right now within the next 5 to 10 seconds. When you're done, don't close it. Don't put it away. Don't throw it in the trash. This is something that you will be coming back to. Revisit it 3 months from now, 6 months from now. Review your own progress. And by the end of the year, you will know just how far you've grown, how far you've come. Ki-hoon says, putting a management system to create content daily for social media. Great, great, great strategy. And hopefully you saw some of the different things that we even showed you yesterday, right? I mean, I know that we said that we're not going to do this, but I was just checking this out moments ago. And as you can see, in the social media pages that we have, I mean, the content continues, right? 6 hours ago, and 7 hours ago, and 8 hours ago, 9 hours ago, 15 hours ago. This is all after what we talked about yesterday, right? This is continued action that we take daily. So Ki-hoon, that is right on the absolute correct path. Himlee says, I will have attained abundance in my financial, health, time, relationship, happiness, and spirituality. You've got some work cut out for you, right? Need hand holding step by step. At the moment, it's all over the place. And Himlee, that's what our community is all about. And if you are coming to the Scalendo Bootcamp, which I think you may be as well, I mean, that is going to be the ultimate place for us to hold you by the hand and ensure that your business is up and running. Thanks for this. Lack of structure, we'll implement next week. There's always next week, right? There's always next time. But we always say, the best time was always yesterday. The next best time is right now. But if you're busy, you must do it next week, next month. Just make sure that it's not next year. So how do we turn this vision into action? You see, again, yesterday was all about vision and identity. A quick recap, we talked about identity itself. We talked about your belief, even if it's borrowed belief. We also talked about vision. What is it that you can see yourself becoming within those next 12 months? You see, today is about movements, not necessarily hustle, not necessarily about pressure, not even so much about pushing yourself to do what you need to do. It's all about the concept of building momentum for yourself, even if it's just starting by writing down what that next version of you is going to look like. Because the thing is, vision without movement, it becomes frustration, doesn't it? It becomes frustrating to know that you set goals for yourself and it's too difficult. It's too hard. Nobody is there to provide that structure for you. You have no idea what to do first, much less what to do next. That is infuriating, right? That's frustrating. You have no idea what it is that you need to do. So how, oh, how are you going to get there? You see, just like what we just talked about just now, it starts off with one step at a time. One step at a time into a curvy path of an unknown road, a road less taken, a road that most people will never ever walk through. And we, right here within this community, are taking that courage to walk that path, albeit one step at a time. But that means that we're on our way. And when you're on your way, that in itself is momentum. Motivation on its own is also unreliable. I cannot tell you how many people I have seen who don't know what their paths are. They don't know what it is that they need to do. They haven't educated themselves yet. They haven't invested in their education. They don't know what to do first. They don't know what to do next. They've seen the concepts. Oh, how great would it be if we have a system that can allow us to automatically create content using AI and post on social media every single day, attract leads, create amazing videos, and have those be daily posts across multiple social media. They're excited about it. They're motivated, but they have no idea what they're doing. They have no idea what they're doing. And so they're like excited, jumping back and forth, but they're excited about all the wrong things. You see, motivation is temporary. Write that down. Motivation is temporary, and that's why it is unreliable. And that's why it makes no difference whether or not you're motivated, because it's an emotion that fades. It's excitement that goes away. What lasts? What is the thing that lasts? Ask me what? Question mark inside of the chat. Write this down. Systems. Let's clear something up. Motivation is amazing, isn't it? It's a great feeling. You're like, yes, I'm going to do this. But as we know, it is not reliable. Even the most disciplined people in the world wake up unmotivated sometimes. I mean, I would consider myself to be quite disciplined, to be quite focused. I know what I need to do. I'm planning, I'm organizing, I have my own calendar. I have events, I have services, I have agencies, I have different blogs and clients that I need to serve. I have different meetings. I'm organized. But there are many days that I wake up unmotivated. I'm like scrolling through my phone, reading my messages. And I know what I need to do next. And my partners, my colleagues, my clients, my students, they may be messaging me, asking me questions or saying, this is something that we need to do today. Do you have more information on it? Are we ready? What's the next step? And I'm just like, wow. I'm still in bed and I am overwhelmed with all these different things. So instead of depending just on motivation alone, we build systems that carry us on those low energy days, on those days where we are a little bit overloaded, a little bit overwhelmed, because every single one of us have those days, right? But when we have systems don't replace effort. They protect it. Systems don't replace what you need to do. They protect your progress. And when you have the right systems, chances are a lot of the things that you thought that you would need to manually do, and that's why you are unmotivated, the systems will have the opportunity to actually automate the entire process for you if you allow it. if you decide to invest in the systems, if you decide to put in the efforts to build it, if you decide, for example, to come to the Scalendo Bootcamp, attend it, and let us build that system together with you, then the motivation is going to last. It's going to stay with you because the results are happening on autopilot. Does that make sense? If that makes sense to you, type in yes inside of the chat. And that is why simplicity is the name of the game. How many of you like simple? If you like simple, type in simple inside of the chat. You see, as we mentioned yesterday, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. But when you have complex plans, when the plans are too complicated, when it's too aggressive, when it's too much, when the goal is too high, complex plans also fail. What kind of plans actually win? What kind of plans actually win? Write that down in your notes as well. Simple. You see, one of the biggest mistakes that many aggressive people make, very gung-ho, very like, yes, I will do this, and they get excited and they start planning, but they make the huge mistake of over-planning. Too many goals, too many strategies, too high of an objective, too much thinking, overwhelming themselves to the point where, yeah, that's when you wake up and you say, I am unmotivated today because I just drowned myself in so much additional tasks that I don't even know where to start today. You see, when you keep your plans simple, simple plans, that is what creates that movement. The movement is what creates your confidence. And I'm talking about not the borrowed confidence, but the true confidence that you feel within yourself. And confidence, that is what is going to build your momentum. This means that over time, as you continue your work every single day, and yes, if you treat this like a job, if you treat this like a hobby, if you treat this not as a business, then you will get overwhelmed. But when you know that this is something that you need to do, my philosophy is that simple plans, they will help you to get less overwhelmed. You would need to make fewer decisions. And you can absolutely be more consistent every single day. So that's why we want to also dive in a little bit deeper today on your own personal growth stack. Not only is it a stack, it's almost like a hack. I want to share with you the 4 things that create momentum. How many things? Write in the number 4 inside of the chat. From everything that I have seen, both professionally as well as personally, momentum actually starts from 4 different major things. And these are the things that I want you to focus on right now as well. Number 1, clarity. Clarity. Identifying, knowing, understanding what matters to you right now. Not yesterday, not last year, not next year, or 24 or 36 months from now. What is it clearly that you want to achieve that is important to you at this moment in time? That's clarity. We talked about this yesterday, but number 2, environment. Environment. What surrounds you on a daily basis? What are you allowing to surround you on a daily basis? Is it a community? Is it positivity? Is it negativity? Because negativity is something that, unfortunately, if you like to scroll around social media, if you like to kill time watching videos and seeing what other people post, negativity is unfortunately something that we simply cannot escape. I mean, we just talked about how crazy the world is right now, right? And I made an example earlier about the latest news that came out from the US, but US is not the only place in the world that provides negative news, right? We have negative news every once in a while, sometimes even in our own backyard. In Malaysia, I'm from Hong Kong initially and originally, and over the past couple of weeks even, there was some bad news that came out of Hong Kong as well, and most other countries. Countries that are at war, countries that are showing signs of poverty, or people that are not treating others the way that they should be treated. Things that are unfair or unjustified in the world. Negativity is what surrounds us all the time, but is that what is going to dictate your environment? Or are you going to create your new environment where you put on the blockers and you say, I just can't handle any more bad news today? And you find the community, you find and surround the people that you know who will shower you with the positivity that you need in order to move forward. You choose your environment. And when you have the right environment, that also creates the right momentum. Number 3, support. You see, your environment is the community, but who are the people within the community who are going to keep you grounded? Who are the people who will actually support you? Are you surrounding yourself with people who are saying, go get a real job, go focus back on your career, go do what other people are supposed to do, go work a 9-to-5 job, go drive Grab, go deliver food, go do something tangible? Are you going to listen to them? And yes, I consider that to be negativity because they're not supporting you, right? They don't believe in you. They don't keep you grounded. They're not there to support you and your goals. So this is important. Surrounding yourself with people who are there to support you, who have a vested interest in your success and your results. Number 4, tools. Tools that help you automate. Tools that reduce your workload. Tools. These are things that reduce your overall friction. And because you have clarity, environment, support, and tools, Scalendo, by the way, would be more than enough for you to get started as a tool as well. These are the 4 things that will create your momentum. Now, before we proceed, I want to pause us again because insight without reflection often fades. Write this question down. What usually stops me from following through? What stops me from following through? What is going to stop me from all these different momentum action steps that I need to take right now? Be honest, no judgments. I mean, is it fear? Is it distraction? Is it overthinking? Is it money? Is it time? Is it investments? Be honest with yourself. Again, this is between you and you. Are you trying? And have you been trying to do too much alone? What usually stops me from following through? Now, here's the more important part. Right under that, right, what would support look like instead? Ki-Yoon says money and procrastination. Now, with money, the interesting thing about money is that it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? It's a catch-22, which means that you can't have one without the other. You see, with money, the thing is, if you say that I don't want to join this program, or I cannot join the boot camp, or I cannot invest in this project because I cannot afford it, if you say that you cannot afford it, it means that you cannot afford not to participate in the opportunity. It means that you have money problems. It means that you need a solution. It means that if you cannot afford to invest in yourself, then you cannot afford to not invest in yourself. Does that make sense? It means that you are in a dire situation. Procrastination, as we say, the best time was always yesterday. If you missed out on that, the next best time is now. And nobody, and I mean nobody, can actually be that support for you except for yourself to make a decision. To make a decision to do something right now, right? So what would support actually look like instead? Not perfection, not superhuman discipline, just support. And I want to invite you to take yet another couple of minutes. Take another couple of minutes and ask yourself, what kind of support do you need? Do you need in order for you to make your 2026 intentions a reality? Be absolute honest with yourself, because if you cannot be even honest with yourself, then who can you be honest to? Eileen saying, I need a disciplined teacher. We all do, right? Ki-Hoon is saying a knock on the head. Maybe you need a knock on the head as well, right? SH says clarity of idea fruition, shiny objects, distractions, unsure will work out or not enough action. Lei Bing is saying doing too much alone. And you see, this is why we're doing what we're doing right now, to write down what we need in terms of support. And when you're done, I want you to do something simple later on today. What you're writing right now on that piece of paper is so much more crucial to your success than you think. Put this somewhere visible. Rewrite it again onto a sticky note if you need to. Put your current piece of paper, tape it onto the wall, leave it on your desk, put it on a magnet on your refrigerator. type it in or take a picture of it on your phone and put it there as your phone background or screensaver if you have that functionality on your mobile device. Not to shame yourself, but to remind yourself what you actually need. What you actually need. You need to see this piece of paper. You need to see this note every single day as a reminder of why you're here right now. Because if you don't, you know as well as I do, you're going to forget about it. You're not going to do anything with it. And before you know it, 2026 is a thing of a past, and you still have done nothing with your life. That changes today if you allow it. So do something different. Because as we mentioned yesterday, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. And if you want different results, right, Nick, you need those accountability partners. You need the disciplined teachers. You need that knock on the head like Ki-hoon. And that's why environment shapes your behavior. That's why your environment is either helping you or hurting you. And your environment is creating who you are, whether you notice it or not. Whether you notice it or not. So when we talk about what is your environment, let's talk about these three things. Number one, your environment. We might be talking about inputs. Inputs as in what you listen to. Are you listening to the negative news around you? Are you listening to people saying that you cannot do this? Are you listening to people who are telling you to focus elsewhere and to go get a real job and to focus on your career? That is the input, what you're actually listening to. Are you listening to motivational content? Or are you just listening to whatever's on the TV, on the movie channels, and the YouTube videos or TikTok videos that make no progress in your momentum? That is a part of your environment. Another part of your environment. Number two, people. Who are you spending time with? People who are supporting you? People who are not supporting you? Or people who are like-minded with the exact same goals that you have? I mean, you make the choice yourself. You decipher yourself right now. Which one is the better choice? People who don't understand you, or people who are just like you with the exact same vision, the exact same ambitions, the exact same goals? Even better yet, people who are within your community, people that you look up to as mentor figures, as leaders, as your coaches and trainers. What kind of people are you surrounding yourself with, or allowing yourself to surround yourself with? Also a part of your environment. Number three, the digital noise. Not just your physical environment anymore, not just people who are talking in your ear the entire time. We're talking about when you are online, what is it that you see every single day? Are you within the Scalendo community where we're all active? We're all active in sharing our next steps, sharing our progresses, and sharing our success stories with each other. Are you active in this community to be able to be a part of our movement and everything that we're doing? You see, while tools and structure remove friction, a community is designed to be your environment that moves you forward. So if progress feels heavy, it's oftentimes not you. It's not you. It's your environment working against you. So the solution is to find yourself the right environment that you know that you need to be in. And small wins, they compound. You don't need huge, gigantic breakthroughs every single time that you want a win. You see, a lot of people are always waiting for that one breakthrough moment, that one windfall. Oh, I finally made my first 1,000 USD online. Oh, I finally was able to close my first big client. I finally was able to share the stage with some of the top speakers in the world. You see, if you're always waiting for that one breakthrough moment, then you're always going to be waiting, aren't you? And nothing is ever going to be good enough for you. The real change, believe it or not, usually is a little bit more boring. I want to encourage you to celebrate your small wins. I made a post on social media today. That's a small win, right? But albeit, that is a win. I integrated my very first email autoresponder today. I built my first landing page. I've set up my very first lead magnet. Small win, isn't it? I integrated an automatic follow-up sequence with my email. A little bit bigger of a win, but a win nonetheless, which, by the way, you'll get all of that done and a whole lot more at the Scalendo Bootcamp. So make sure that you join us for that while the opportunity is still available. And this is something that you want to do. But small wins, celebrate that. Celebrate your weekly progress. Celebrate that this week, I finally got my first 3 people to join my email list. I finally sent my first autoresponder message. I finally sent and broadcasted my very first email to my email subscribers this week. I want to encourage you to celebrate these small wins. I want to encourage you to take these small wins as first steps weekly. Make that your progress. And I want to invite you to show up consistently. Show up consistently, because these small wins, they compound a whole lot faster than motivation alone ever will. And because of that, Himli is saying, need Rodan to keep me on the straight path. And that, to some people, may be not the most positive way, right, of finding a solution, but for some of us as well, it may be a necessary way. But speaking of that, for some of us who may not necessarily be thinking different ways of handling things is the most positive, they obviously have not really been exposed to the true negativity of the world, right? Negativity, by the way, is normal. Negativity, because we're surrounded by it every single day, it's easy for us to let that impact our emotions. Easy for us to say, that just made me a little bit unhappy today, right? It's normal, but staying there is optional. It's normal to feel the effects of negativity, but it's optional for you to stay there. internally, you're always going to have negative thoughts. It will pop in because it's just a part of our environment sometimes, right? Externally, people will talk. They will dislike you, sometimes for no reason. They'll sabotage what you're doing. And then as a result, that will have an impact on your energy. You will have off days. You will have days where you feel unmotivated. You will have days where you feel like giving up. You see, the thing is, with negativity, you don't fight it. You don't say, I need to combat it. I need to get out of it. I need to make sure that this doesn't happen again. Instead, just like what we said earlier, right? Acknowledge it. Acknowledge that negativity exists. Acknowledge that we will get unmotivated sometimes. Acknowledge that we're not always going to be at our best. Acknowledge that we're not confident in ourselves all the time, but we move on anyway. We do it anyway. We don't want to do it, but we do it anyway. And once you start doing it anyway, that, Himli, is putting on the rotan on yourself, right? You're whipping yourself and say, you don't want to do it, you're forcing yourself to do it. The Nike symbol, right? The Nike tagline, just do it. Now, you're disciplining yourself to ensure that despite the emotions that you might have, this is something that I need to do anyway. And that's why the community momentum is so important. I saw all the blockers, right? Accountability partners, we said. We need disciplined teachers. We can't do it alone. We need a knock on the head. Doing it alone is too much. That's why, as a community, that's where the true momentum really comes in. Doing this alone is hard. I've been doing this for close to 30 years now, and I can acknowledge and confirm if you decide to walk this path alone, it is not going to be easy. You're going to want to give up. You will feel unmotivated. And there will be days that you want to just throw in the towel. And here is the truth. Doing this alone, by yourself, is not the way to go. It's not impossible, but it's making it so much harder than it needs to be. This is why, if I said it once, we've said it 1,000 times, we are here to build relationships with you. Write that down. Relationship. Progress accelerates in community, in accountability, because we keep each other accountable, just like how Nick needs accountability partners. We accelerate because we have a shared belief. Because not only do we believe in that this is possible, we believe in each other, but we also believe in ourselves. This is a shared language because we're speaking the same language. And I'm not talking about like English or Chinese or Malay. I'm talking about we speak the exact same terminologies in our goals. We speak the same vision. We speak of the same objectives. We know where we're going. And because of that, if I do say so myself, this is the best learning environment that we have built in a very long time that we absolutely want to invite you into. And this is how momentum lasts. Absolutely, relationship and collaboration. Let's put on our focus hats now. The next 90 days. Focus. In order for you to make 2026 your best year yet, we're not going to focus on 2026. If we want to focus on making 2026 our best year yet, we cannot focus on the next 12 months. What you want to do is focus on the next 90 days. You don't need to figure out your calendar for the rest of the year. What you need to do is focus on the next 90 days. Write down 90 inside of the chat. One focus for the next 90 days. One priority. One commitment. What's it gonna be? Is it gonna be joining us as a Scalendo partner? Is it gonna be diving in deeper within Solo Empire? Is it gonna be doing as much as you can as parts of the World Masterclass movements? What is your vision over the next 90 days? One focus, one priority, and one commitment, because momentum loves clarity. Write that down. Momentum loves clarity. So what is your focus for the next 90 days? What is it gonna be? Because once you have that focus, once you figure that out, then that is what is going to create that next version of you. 2026 is going to be built one decision at a time. Your decision to join us for every single online live event that we have. Your decision to join us within the Scalendo Facebook community. Your decision to join us at the Scalendo Bootcamp. That's coming up in March. 2026 is going to be built off of that one decision. And I want to leave you with this. You see, this year, just like every other year, is not built in one massive leap. There's nothing different in 2026 as opposed to last year or what's going to happen next year. You see, what's going to make or break this year is what you build one day, one step, one decision at a time. Make that commitment, make that focus to stay connected with us in what we do, to stay connected with us in the email communication, in the Scalendo Facebook group, in our live events. Stay intentionally to take action. Have the intention, if I cannot join this next intake, this next program, this next course, still have that intention to join a future one. Because if not this, then what? If not us, then who? If not now, then when? Keep moving. Write that down. Keep moving. One step at a time, even if it's slow. And remember, you're not doing this alone. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to stay connected, stay intentional, and keep moving. And for those of you who want that structure, who want that guidance, who need those tools, you know what we've built. You know how to find us. You know how we can help you. We're not going to go through the entire Scalendo Bootcamp thing because you probably saw this before already, and either you already made the decision to join us or not. But again, even if you decide not to join us, that is also a decision. And choices, positive choices is what's going to create and make that next version of you in 2026. So if you still haven't had the chance yet, make sure to go check out scalendo.com/bootcamp. And what I understand is there's only just a few spots left. So make sure that whether you want to join us online or offline, ideally in person, this is something that will allow you to create that next version of you. So let's bring this home. Over the last 2 days, you didn't just attend a training. Hopefully, you didn't see this as just yet another live event. You had conversations, deep conversations with yourself, right? You asked better questions that will dictate your future. You slow down enough to listen to yourself. And that matters much more than you realize. Let me summarize these 2 days in the simplest way possible. Yesterday was about who you are becoming. Today was about how you keep moving. You see, vision without action stays as a dream. Action without vision leads to burnout. But when the two come together, that's when things change. I want you to hear this, and I want you to hear this loud and clear, and I really want you to let this land. You are not, and I repeat, you are not meant to do this alone. Every breakthrough that you admire, every success story that you've ever watched happened in a community with guidance, with accountability, with people walking the path together. That's not weakness. That is wisdom. That is wisdom. So one last time, if you feel like 2026 could be your year, type in my year inside of the chat. Type in my year inside of the chat, because saying it loud absolutely matters. And here's the truth, and I'm going to say this with nothing but love. The only thing standing between you and your best year yet is the moment that you decide to stop choosing comforts over growth. No one else can make that decision for you, but once you do, everything changes. You don't need to leap. You don't need to have it all figured out. Remember, all you need to do is say yes to momentum. Yes to focus. Yes to support. Yes to the right environment that will support you and take you there. And yes to our community, because we are here to pull you forward instead of holding you back. And I say this because I truly believe this, and I don't say it lightly. You are here for a reason. I'm here for a reason. We're all here for a reason. This season of life absolutely matters. And the path that you're stepping onto right now, it's not random. This is your time, man. This is the right room, if you allow it to be. And you are more capable than you've ever been. Because you're here in this community now, and you are so much more qualified than you've ever given yourself credit for. So let's do ourselves a favor. One last time, type in 2026 inside of the chats. And once you've done that, that is your commitment. That is your accountability to go out there right now to make 2026 something you're proud of. Give yourselves a huge round of applause for making that commitment. Give yourselves a huge round of applause for being here, because this is the time to make all of us proud. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time. And let's welcome back Mr. Ching Yu.
All right, and a round of applause to Simon, and once again to all of you for this commitment that you have made to make 2026 your best year yet, together with us in Scalendo, our supportive community over here. And what I'd like to also invite all of you to do, right, in this final moment together to really cement our commitment together, just switch on your cameras. Switch on your cameras right now and let's do a selfie together, okay? Let's do a selfie together. I'm just going to set this all up. Switch on your cameras. Let's do a selfie together so that we can remember this very moment where in 2026, right in January, we made a commitment together as a community so that we can showcase to everybody to say, hey, look at all of these amazing individuals that we have over here. We invite you to come into the Scalendo community, right? And remember all of these faces that you are seeing on your screen right now, because these are the game changers. These are the leaders. These are the people who have committed to their success in 2026. And most importantly, they have taken action. And my question to you is, will you take action as well and join us within our community? All right, so I'm going to grab a screenshot right now in 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then I'm just going to hit on over to number 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right. So with that, thank you very much for joining us in this 2026 alignment as a community. We look forward to seeing you in our future trainings, right? If you would like to join us in the bootcamp, the link is in the chat at scalendo.com/bootcamp. You can also WhatsApp me. My number is in the chat if you have any questions about the bootcamp or any of our other programs, such as my complete advanced AI course, Simon Side Hustle Studio, AI SEO, building out your funnels together with me, and many, many more. Okay, the links and the context is in the chat. Thank you very much, everybody. And with that, welcome to 2026, and it's going to be an amazing year ahead. Thank you very much, everybody. And we are going to leave with our Scalendo Rising Anthem. See you next time.
Click by click, the dream ignites. From late night sparks to morning lights, ideas flow, the vision grows. Scalendo's path where courage shows. No more waiting, no more doubt. Your voice is strong, let's sing it loud. From zero start to empire flame, Scalendo calls you on the game. Scalendo, we rise, we build, we soar. Unlock the future, open the door. From passion to profit, the world will know. Your online dream, let Scalendo grow.
That was Scalendo Rising, our anthem or unofficial anthem for Scalendo. If you're joining us on the live stream, we welcome you to join us within our community. And once again, thank you all for joining us live during this session. 2026 is going to be amazing, right? If you have any further queries, feel free to reach out to me via WhatsApp, or you can message me on Facebook or on my social media platforms. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good weekend.